Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week going? It's Friday. Happy Friday. You all made it through another week. How's everybody doing on this Friday, August 8th? Shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm sure you all probably needed a day off from watching the New York Yankees as they were off yesterday. I certainly needed a break. I know it's been painful watching these guys play. I know they're off to a 1-5 start so far for the month of August. We were, at least I was, I know a lot of us, we were worried about them getting swept by the Texas Rangers, but they prevailed in the final game of the series. They avoided another sweep. They avoided a 6-game losing streak. They avoided losing the wild card spot that they are trying to hold on to right now. So they are trying to make their way back. Hopefully they can make their way back, but it does not get any easier, people. Now they are going to be back in the Bronx. They have a 3-game set against the Houston Astros, and that's not going to be easy by no stretch. These are going to be another set of crucial games for the New York Yankees. Are they going to be able to succeed against the Houston Astros? All right, it's going to be tonight's matchup is going to be Hunter Brown versus Cam Schlittler. I'll pull up Hunter Brown's baseball savant here momentarily, but give you an idea for Hunter Brown: 9-5 record, 2.47 ERA. He's got a .98 whip. He's pitched 131 innings, 155 strikeouts. So he's got the stuff. The Yankees bats. It's going to be another challenge, right? We know the Yankees bats have been on and off. It's been a lot of inconsistency, right? So will the Yankees bats be able to come through in a big game? Winning this game is going to be really important. I know sometimes these series openers, it doesn't always go the Yankees' way, but hopefully they can come away with a win tonight. Hopefully that win in Texas lit a fire under them. Hopefully this is a new motivator for them, and they come out ready to go. They cannot afford to make mistakes. They cannot afford to waste innings. They cannot afford to make mistakes. It's just you cannot let it happen. These guys got to be ready. There's got to be a new energy. There's got to be an energy to this team. There's got to be an aura to this team to come out and hopefully have a successful August. We're still early in the month, but not a lot of games left. It keeps dwindling down. Now we're less than 50 games now. I believe we're 47. There's 47 games left in the season. Not a lot of games left. So. Again, the series against Houston, it does not get any easier. The Houston Astros are a team that you always got to look out for. They're never out. They're always going to be that pesky team. So, as far as standings for them, they're in first place in the AL West. Now, they do have a 4-6 record in their last 10 games. But with that being said, you don't want to take that team lightly. They're gonna challenge the Yankees. There's no doubt. But the only team that's gonna beat the Yankees are themselves. As I keep saying, this is the Yankees beat themselves. They beat themselves a lot of times. And let's see what they do tonight. It's sink or swim, and that's gonna be my theme for the month of August: sink or swim. This is it. It's either you're sinking or you're swimming. If you win, you're swimming. If you're losing, you're sinking, and you're going to sink hard. But we'll talk about a little bit of Yankee news. We'll get into the lineups. We'll get into all that fun stuff. And do me a favor, folks, go vote in the poll. I want to know what everybody thinks in the poll. I put out the question of if you all think David Bednar should be the closer for the New York Yankees. He pitched 5 outs, which, kudos to him for doing that against the Texas Rangers. Boone had come out to take him out, but he told Boone, "No, I got this." And it was a risk, but Boone left him in there, and it paid off. So shout out to David Bednar, man. for believing in himself, and shout out to Boone for leaving him in there. It was a risk, but he had confidence in his guys. So, but we'll see. Let's see what happens tonight, though, folks. But let's say what's up to the chat real quick. I've been just yapping away here. We got Katie first in the building. What is going on? We got Brooklyn in the house. What's up, Susan? What's up, Nosebleed? What's going on, dude? How's it going? Who else we got in the building? Desiree's in the building. What's up, Desiree? Hopefully you're feeling well. How are you? Railbird, what is going on? Yo, Ace, what up, man? Shout out to my guy, Ace. I know he's doing the play-by-play later. What is going on? Who else we got in the building? My man, Rodney is in the building. Hopefully you're doing well there, my guy. What's going on, Rodney? Joseph Salvatore is in the building. What is up? Nathaniel Isaac is in the building. What is up? Dev Finch, what is up? What is up? What is up? Who else is in the building? Jake Boss is in the building. What up, Jake? What's going on? Yeah, I did put play-by-play. I'll change it. I'll change it. That's not a problem. But what up, Chua? I could change that. That's not an issue. We got Robert in the building. We got Petruzzi in the building. Who else is in the building? We got Beagle in the building. What up? Rick is in the building. I got a lot of folks in the building. Chat's on fire. Evan's in the building. What up, dude? What's going on, dude? What's up? What's up? But shout out to the folks in the chat. How we all doing? How we all feeling? Are you all ready for a new series? Did you all get the rest you needed from watching the New York Yankees? Let me know. So cool. Let me go ahead and save that real quick. Just wanted to change the title there, so it should update on YouTube. Hopefully, once the stream is over, probably. Oh no, it changed it immediately. All right, cool. Oh, we got my man Charles Barkley. What up, Charles? How we feeling? How we feeling, Charles? How's it going? Jonathan's in the building. So got a lot of folks in the building. All right. So don't be a boon. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit that like button, folks. And if you're new, hit that subscribe. We're only a couple of subscribers away from 1,900. So if there's anybody out there watching this and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We're only a couple of subs away from breaking 1,900, and then we're going to be on the goal for 2K. Can you believe that? But a little bit of Yankees news. So quite a few Yankees news. So some good news, some, maybe one bad news, depending on how you look at it, but I'm not going to look at it as bad news. So few things. Fernando Cruz, Ryan Yarbrough, they're going to face hitters on Sunday. Garrett Cole said he's scheduled to start throwing this month. He has a tentative date set for that, but didn't want to share. Aaron Boone said he thinks the date is soon, but didn't have an announcement to make. I mean, so it's cool. It's great to hear Cole being scheduled to start throwing again. His presence has certainly missed this season, and it's obvious, right? Austin Slater, folks, if you remember, Austin Slater came out of the game in that first game against the Texas Rangers with a hamstring strain. He will miss the next 4 to 6 weeks, according to Aaron Boone. So don't expect him to come back for a little while. So he'll be out. And here's another piece of news, folks. How about this? Giancarlo Stanton, according to Aaron Boone, said that there's a good chance that Giancarlo Stanton is going to be playing in the outfield tomorrow. So there's a possibility we might see him play tomorrow, and he's going to be out and he's going to be in the outfield instead of DHing. So, as you know, Aaron Judge cannot play the field yet. So, Giancarlo Stanton, there's been some chatter about him potentially playing the outfield in Aaron Judge's absence. So it sounds like Stanton you might see him. There's a good chance he might play the outfield tomorrow. I know he was taking some reps there in right field. So don't be surprised, people. Don't be surprised. But he said he would be willing to play out the outfield if need be. And maybe not the most ideal situation, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? He wants to do everything he can to help out the team. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Yeah, and Big G is a good fielder. It's just his legs. His legs are not what it used to be. So, and speed is not exactly there. So, you know, his legs are not what it used to be. That's really my worry with Giancarlo Stanton, or else he is a good fielder. I see Sunil is in the building. What's up, Sunil? How's it going? Take a sip of my coffee here. That's right. Just want to be alive and awake for the pregame. Of course, the play-by-play tonight. But yeah, so those are some news for as far as the New York Yankees go. So it'll be good for them to get some of these arms back. Question is, who's gonna get moved, or who's gonna get sent down, or is there anybody gonna get DFA'd? JT Brubaker just got released. So JT Brubaker is no longer a member of the New York Yankees. So there's also that piece of news. What about putting Giancarlo Stanton at first base? I mean, I honestly would rather have Ben Rice or Goldschmidt there. I understand what you're trying to say there, Larry. But yeah, I don't know. People dressing up as trash can. Yeah, but it's possible. Yasin, it's possible. Susan's on her third cup of coffee. Yeah, for sure. I guess you could say I had a couple this morning. This is my second one this afternoon. So I guess this is like my fourth cup. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, but Kenny. Yeah, but he. I understand he doesn't have to run as much. I get that part, but I don't want to see him play first base. Again, I don't want this whole thing of guys playing out of position. I hate when these guys play out of position. It's just not ideal. And I never really would entertain the idea of Giancarlo playing first base. Not that he couldn't, but I think he's better in the outfield when push comes to shove. So, but yeah. So let's talk about Hunter Braun. He will be the pitcher for the Houston Astros tonight. So, looking at his baseball savant, do you make a good cup? JT's asking. I do. Yes. I definitely make a good cup of Turkish cup of coffee. Yes, I do. I'm very good at that. Kudos to my mother who taught me. So she always made sure it was perfect. But yes, I do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, first base ain't easy. But let's pull up the baseball savant for Hunter Braun. All right. Where are we at? Okay, let me make this full screen. It's too strong for you, Susan? Not for me. Shoot, I could use it on some days. I'll tell you what. But yeah, the stats for Hunter Braun, money. His K percentage is high. His whiff percentage is high. His chase rate is high. Fastball velo not bad, right? Everything is in the red, so I mean it's all positive except for his off-speed run value. But other than that, the rest of his numbers are really good. So the Yankees bats are going to have a challenge. And again, to look at his record, 9-5 record, 2.47 ERA in 22 games, 131 innings pitched, 155 strikeouts. He's got a .98 WHIP. So Yankees bats, they're gonna have their hands full for sure. And I see few other folks coming in. We got Ricky in the building. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Larry, definitely try it. Bednar for closer, Sean says, for sure. Yeah, Hunter Braun is good there, Evan. I totally agree. Like I said, the Yankees bats they're gonna have their hands full, man. They're gonna have their hands full. So it looks like he throws a lot of fastballs, sinkers. He's got a pretty good pitching repertoire here. Fastball, sinker, curveball, changeup, cutter, slider. Looks like the slider is the pitch that he throws the least, along with the cutter. So we're going to see looks like we're going to see a lot of fastballs, a lot of sinkers from Hunter Brown. Probably throw some curveballs in there too, see some changeups. But it looks like most of the time, 40% of the time, he is throwing his fastball. He averages right at about 96.8, which is almost 97 miles per hour. So he is above average. He's higher than right-handed pitchers on average. Looks like he's got a pretty killer sinker too. That is almost at 96. Curveball almost at 84. His changeup almost at 84. So he's got like I said, his numbers are good. His numbers are good. He's got a good mix of pitches. So it's definitely not going to be an easy one for the Yankees to go up against the Yankees bats. So we'll see how things work out for the Yankees and for the Yankees bats. But they have their hands full. For the Yankees, they got Cam Schlittler pitching tonight. Now, Cam Schlittler, I'll say this about Cam. I mean, he's got a lot of potential. The dude has got a lot of potential. I like his presence on the mound. He still has some issues with control and command, but I think once he gets that down, he's going to be a threat on the mound. He's going to be even a bigger threat than what he is. But the fact that this guy is able to throw heaters, he's able to throw 98, 99 miles per hour, 98, 99 mile per hour pitch fastballs. He could get up to 100. It's really encouraging to see. Keep in mind though, he's a rookie, right? This is his fourth major league start. His last outing was against the Marlins. He didn't pitch too bad. He only gave up those 2 home runs to Augustin Ramirez in a game that the Yankees lost 2-0. I mean, in all fairness, he kept the team in the game. It's just the bats were just ice cold in that game, in that Marlins game. So, Cam Schlittler has the stuff to make it happen. He just needs to refine it a little bit with his pitches, and he's still young. Just needs more Major League Baseball experience, and he's just learning as he goes along. That's the thing with Cam right now. It's the same thing with guys like Will Warren too. If guys like Cole and Clark Schmidt, if these guys were not hurt, right, you probably wouldn't see either one of these guys at the major league level. They probably would still be developing at the minor league level. But yeah, Russ joining us from X, he says the curse of Cashman loves to trade for those guys that get injured when they get to town. Well, I know injuries seem to be like only a Yankee thing, but we know it's baseball wide. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's frustrating, man. Yeah, I mean, it sucks to Slater's out for 4 to 6 weeks, but if injuries are going to happen, they're going to happen, man. But let's get into the lineups here. Let's get into the lineups. Let's talk about lineups for tonight. Let me pull that up real quick. Yeah, this is a sink or swim. The Yankees need go in with some high energy, right? Look alive. They need to go look alive. Russ is saying he's seen the Yankees lose 2 out of 3. I mean, the way they've been playing, I totally understand. I totally understand. Well, he was out this season with Tommy John surgery there, Bricky. So that's why you haven't seen that's why you haven't seen Garrett Cole at all this year. But this is your starting lineup right here, folks, for both teams. So for the Houston Astros, you have Pena, Sanchez, Altuve, Correa, who was traded back to the Astros during the deadline. You have Christian Walker, you have Diaz, Trammell, Dubon, Smith. Right, this is your starting lineup for the Houston Astros. Hunter Brown is your starting pitcher. 9-5 record, 2.47 ERA. And then for the Yankees, you have Grisham leading off, playing center field. Rice is batting second. He'll be playing first base, so no Paul Goldschmidt. Aaron Judge is DHing, so he's in the lineup, batting third. No Giancarlo Stanton. Cody Bellinger batting cleanup. He'll be playing right field. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will be batting fifth. He'll be playing second base. Dominguez, Jason Dominguez is playing batting sixth. He'll be playing left field. Anthony Volpe batting seventh. He'll be playing shortstop. Ryan McMahon is batting eighth. He'll be playing third base. And on the mound or at the dish, it'll be Austin Wells. And on the mound, folks, it is Cam Schlittler, 1-2 record, 4.58 ERA. Again, manager expectations when it comes to Schlittler. Dominguez is in the lineup. He's batting sixth. He's batting sixth there, Susan. Yeah, you hope Hill straightens out. You gotta give Luis Hill a little bit more time. You got to give him a little bit more time. So, his first outing, I wasn't expecting much. Let's see how he does in this series. I believe he's pitching tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to check again, but I know he's pitching in this series. But folks in the chat, what do you all think about this lineup? How do you all feel about this lineup? Is there anything that you would change? I'm sure, we see Anthony Volpe batting seventh. Although, I know there's been a lot of criticism about Volpe, but honestly, as of late, he's looked a lot better. Believe it or not. I mean, I don't know. Lately, defensively, he's been playing a lot better. He's, making plays. He's turning double plays. And at the plate, he's looked pretty good, right? If you look at his last 15 games, 53 at-bats, struck out a ton. I mean, 13 strikeouts, I get that. Couple of walks, had 8 RBIs, 5 home runs, had 14 hits. His slash line is 264, 304, 623. So last couple of weeks, I got to give Volpe a little bit of credit here. He's actually been doing better. I don't know if there was something that a fire was lit under him. I don't know what happened, but I do like this version of Anthony Volpe. All right. If he plays like this is the Anthony Volpe that I like, if like the way he's been playing over the last couple of weeks. That's what I want to see. That's the Anthony Volpe that we all want to see. But the lineup, look, I don't have a complaint about the lineup. McMahon batting eighth, Wells batting ninth. That's fine. Volpe's been a little bit better tomorrow. Hill versus Valdez tomorrow. Okay, thank you. I thought it was Hill pitching tomorrow, so Luis Hill. So, yeah, for sure. What up, Pasty? What's going on? Yeah, he does, man. A few good weeks, then crash offensively. I mean, I want to see some more consistency from Volpe, but so far for now, I'm happy with the results. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. Yeah, what's up, Robert? Yeah, Wells has hit the dumps big time. Wells has been he's been dumping all right. And it ain't none good. But yeah, Austin Wells, he's got to turn it around. And speaking of the catcher position, I know Ben Rice is in the lineup tonight, and he's taking over first base. But I really like Ben Rice at the catcher position. I think he does a really good job calling games. I know that's his natural position. I get that. But in some of the games that he's caught so far, I liked what I liked what he's done. I like the way he calls games. He does a good job at the plate, behind the dish. I want to see him catch more often. I really do. I want to see him start at catcher more often. But at least he's in the lineup tonight for at first base. But yeah, you look at Austin Wells in the last 15 games, 52 at bats. He's only had 6 hits, a homer, 3 RBIs, 3 walks. He struck out 13 times. Batting, his slash line is not great. 115, 161, 173. Those numbers are atrocious. So he's got to step it up, man. He's got to step it up big time. Pasty's adding here. Rice has not been good first. It's not time to play. Yeah, he's not. I don't want to say he's okay at first base. I mean, he's nothing spectacular. I mean, he's able to get the job done. I'd rather have Goldschmidt there. Goldschmidt's the better defender, clearly, right? That's Goldschmidt's natural position. But at least we know that Rice could step up and he could play first base. That's not that big of an issue. So I'd rather him play first base than Giancarlo Stanton. But hey, that's just me. Or Aaron Judge, because some folks were entertaining that idea. But no, I like Rice at first. I don't mind him. But I like him better at catcher. There's no doubt about that. I agree there, Robert. I like to see Dominguez or Grisham batting ninth. Interesting. Okay, well, elaborate a little bit on that, Russ. Why is that? Just to make the bottom of the lineup a little stronger? I'm assuming, but I think I think I understand why you're saying that. But yeah, elaborate a little bit more, man. Need someone to turn the lineup over. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you have to have a good scoop catcher. Volpe's throws. Rizzo was the best at making Volpe looking better as he is. He has. Yeah. I don't know. Volpe's been making plays at the as of late as shortstop. I mean, I think I don't know. Maybe it's because guys are coming up in the ranks. Maybe so with some of the guys that the Yankees have drafted, maybe it's lit a fire under them. Who knows? But yeah, Bellinger could play first as well. But then, unfortunately, there's no Slater. Then you would put Ahmed Rosario or Caballero in the outfield. I mean, I'd rather have Bellinger in the outfield. I know Bellinger could play first. I get that. But you gotta choose wisely here. Yeah, I hope he does go off on the Astros this weekend. I hope all these guys go off on the Astros this weekend, man. All those guys. That's what I want to see. But let's talk about predictions, people. Let's talk about predictions. Let's get into these predictions. What do we got for Clark Schmidt? What do we got for Clark Schmidt? Cam Schlittler. Here I am mixing up names. Cam Schlittler. What does Cam Schlittler do tonight? Realistically, what do you all think? Just based on what you've seen in the outings, what do you all think for Cam Schlittler tonight? Keep in mind, Houston Astros, they got a good lineup, right? But how do you all think Schlittler does? His accuracy has been bad from jump, though. I'm a big Volpe fan, by the way. It's just true. Yeah. No, I want Volpe to succeed, man. I mean, just because I give players a hard time or if I'm being critical doesn't mean that I don't want to support these guys. I'm supporting these guys. I want these guys to succeed, but they got to. I want to see it. I just want to see these guys succeed, and who knows? Maybe Volpe moves to second base in the future, which I would be okay with. But we need also his bat to be more. Consistent too. But anyway, let's get into these predictions. And let's see what we got. So Ricky's going 4 or 3 strikeouts and 3 or 4 walks, 5 or 6 innings. Okay. Yasin is going 5 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 earned runs. Okay. Beagle's going 5 innings, 6 Ks, 3 walks, 2 runs. Jake Boss is going 5 innings, 3 runs, 4 strikeouts, or 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. Yeah, you and many other people there, Robert. Susan's going 5 innings, 4 walks. He gives up 3 homers. Okay. Pacey's going 6 innings pitched, 7 Ks, 4 walks. He gives up 2 runs. I get it, Susan. 4-2 Yankees. Brown is real good. Yeah, Yankees bats are going to have their hands full with Hunter Brown. Again, they're definitely going to have their hands full. So a lot of you are saying 5 innings for Schlittler, which I could see him going 5 innings. Pacey probably the only guy that said 6. Anybody else say different? Yeah, I'm probably just because it is the Astros and it is Cam Schlittler. It's not to take anything away from. You said 6 or 5, Ricky. Yeah, for sure. Yes, the game is on Apple TV. To answer your question, there, Susan. Yes. Sean Browning's going 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. So you're going 6. Would I be wrong if I said that I think Cam Schlittler is going to go 4 2/3 innings? Would I be wrong for that? Would I be wrong for that prediction? So okay, Snell's coming out with his prediction here. 6 1/3, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks, 1 home run, over 94 pitches. Doesn't go more than 5 innings. Robert is saying 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. I don't think Cam has gone more than 5. Yeah, I don't think he has. Sean says I'm not wrong. He says Astros are tough. Yeah. And Robert's saying I wouldn't be wrong for that prediction. Yeah, well, you know what, man? You could call me the worst Yankee fan. I'll ride with it, man. Yeah. Because honestly, Sunil, I'm going 4 2/3. Dave Eisenberg thinks Cam's gonna go 6. Nosebleed says we need Cam to go 6. 100% we need him to go 6. Is he going to be able to go 6? That's the question. Realistically, honestly, I'm going 4 2/3. Right? It's nothing against Cam. Like I said, Cam has the stuff. He's got the tools. He just needs to work on his command, work on his location. He's got the stuff. He's got the stuff 100%. But still a young pitcher. This is his 4th start, I think. In his 4th or 5th major league start. You have to play Houston the day after. Oh man. Well, rest in peace to Jim Lavelle. Yeah, don't waste pitches. Exactly, man. Evan's going 4 1/3. Okay, so you're going 4 1/3. I'm gonna say 4 2/3. 4 2/3. I'll give him 5 strikeouts. I think he walks a couple of guys. He'll give up 2 runs. High velo, struggle with command, comment. Oh, it will. And this dude's I think he's gonna be a killer for the Yankees, man. Yeah, score runs early, maintain. Well, score runs early. Show patience at the plate. Work the freaking count. Stop rushing. Stop pressing at the plate. Stop with the constant 1, 2, 3 innings and making it quick. Because it seems like every time we get back from commercial break during the play-by-play, Yanks are up, and then 2 minutes later, commercial. Oh, 1, 2, 3, Yanks gone. Bye. Top of the whatever 5th or bottom of the 5th coming up, depending on if they're home or away. It's like that was quick. I'm like, man, I couldn't even. there was like no production, none whatsoever. No, like none. No sense of urgency whatsoever. That too. Yeah, take the first pitch. I mean, unless that pitch is freaking, on the money, then yeah, by all means, knock it out or get a hit. You know what I mean? Sometimes if they swing on the first pitch and it ends up going out, leaving the ballpark, hey, by all means, I'm down with that. Robert's going 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 innings. So you're giving him 5. Joba Chamberlain. Well, there was more to Joba Chamberlain, but I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. All right, so we got the pitching predictions for For Cam Schlittler. What do we got for double plays, people? What do we got for double plays? What are we thinking for double plays? How many double plays did the Yankees hit into? So Beagle's going 2 double plays. What else we got for double plays? Nosebleed saying 2. Yassine's going 2. Wells and Volpe from Yassine. Robert is saying the Yankees are going to hit into 3 double plays. Okay. Railbird is saying 3. Robert, Sean is saying 2, and the Yankees turn 3. Wells and Volpe, okay, are going to be the guys that hit into double plays. Volpe 1 double play, 2 pop outs. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, the Yankees did mess up Joba Chamberlain, but again, I'm not gonna get into. I'm not gonna get into that rabbit hole. We'll save that conversation for a different day. 2 double plays from Susan. She says Volpe and Grisham. 2 double plays. Nosebleed's going with Wells with 2. Desiree's letting you all know we could definitely get 20 more likes. So if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button, folks. I would greatly appreciate it. And if we do hit 50 while I'm live, I gift a membership. Last couple of live streams, I've been able to gift a few memberships. I'm always happy to gift some memberships, right? So it's just my way of saying thank you. Strength and conditioning coach. I'll whip those boys into shape for sure, man. 100%, Robert. 100%. Matthew is in the building. He says 5 2/3, 1 run, 5 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts for Schlittler. 2 double plays for the Yankees, 3 double plays for those cheaters. 1 for Altuve, a.k.a. Well, I could tell you're a big Altuve fan. Oh, man. Altuve is... it's funny. I didn't even silly me. I didn't even check to see where Altuve was playing because I know he was playing the outfield. Well, they should just hit it over his head the whole time. Yeah, no. He's the designated hitter. Never mind. He's DHing. Sanchez is in left field. I don't want to. Yeah, Big G, he'd be a hard one to go up against. Yeah, I don't think there's any way they're going to put him in left field at Yankee Stadium, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, but Altuve is DHing in today's game, and he's batting third, in case anybody was wondering. Yeah, he's DHing tonight. But for the Yankees, with Hunter Brown on the mound, yes, the Astros. I'm gonna go 2 double plays. I got 2 double plays for the Yankees. I think they'll hit into 2. And I think they'll turn 1 today. Yeah, I mean it is a must win, but every game is a must win. It's sink or swim. It's sink or swim. That's all there is to it. All right, Robert. But yeah, it's sink or swim. Yeah, postseason definitely the Astros have they've owned the Yankees, no doubt. But the Yankees in the last couple of this last year, they've gotten the better of the Astros. What happens this time around, we'll have to wait and see. But it's sink or swim for the Yankees. All right, home run calls, people. Let's get into these home run calls. What are we thinking for home runs? What do we got for home runs? Who's hitting a home? Is there anybody hitting a home run tonight for the Yankees? What do we got? What do we got for home runs? Let's see those home run predictions, folks. While you're doing that, make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. Let's get those likes up. And hit that subscribe if you're new. My man Jesse is in the building. He says Altuve and Correa going deep. And for the record, he's not you guys probably have know who he is. He's not an Astros fan. He's a fan of another rival. You all know who that is. But shout out to my man Jesse. Belly and Rice, wild card is Volpe. Rice hits a home run. Judge and Volpe. Judge, Bellinger, Martian, and Big G with the pinch hit homer. Bellinger. Pasty. Who was that? Bellinger, okay. Belly, all right. You got give you Belly too. Yeah, I'm feeling Bellinger, man. Bellinger, I think will hit a homer. I'll give it up to. Yeah, I'm gonna say Bellinger. Bellinger. I'm not gonna say Judge. I always do say Judge, but you know what? I'm gonna skip Judge this time. Yes, I'm doing the unthinkable. Can you believe it? I am gonna skip Judge. So I'll say Bellinger. I think Dominguez is gonna hit one. So Bellinger, Dominguez, and McMahon. Boom. Those are going to be my three. I'm going to change it up this time. I'm going Bellinger, Dominguez, McMahon. Shake things up a little bit. Yeah, I think, the timing, it's a little off. But, when you miss some games, it's going to happen. Right? Rice and Bellinger. Judge with 2 home runs and Bellinger, Grisham, 1 home run. Okay. Watch Grisham get the crowd chanting, "We want Grisham." That'll be fun. 0 for Volpe. Judge goes deep, Rick says. Okay. Yeah, I think I got my 3 though. Yeah, I always go Judge like it's always automatic, but I wanted to change it up this time around. Yes, indeed. Beagle's going Martian and McMahon. Okay. Do I think the crowd will boo Aaron Boone? I mean, if his name is mentioned or they see him on the big screen or something, I don't know. Maybe. I know fans have been calling for his head. Yeah, it'll probably have a playoff feel to it. I mean, we're in August. We're going to see games where it's going to have these like playoff feels. First pitch, Jesse, is at 7:05. But I know whenever it says 7:05, usually they'll start about 3 or 4 minutes late. So I thought it was just something with my streaming, but no. Whenever I do the play-by-play and I'm looking at the game cast, it says first pitch is at like 7:06 or 7:09. So it always starts like maybe 1 to 5 minutes from when they say the game's going to start. If they got swept by the Rangers, definitely hear boos. Yeah. The only great thing about Apple TV is their picture. Their picture is crisp. I can't complain about the picture. Yeah, we could, Matthew, but the Yankees got to put together some wins. Red Sox are 9:40 your time. Who are they? Who are the Red Sox playing this weekend? They must be in the West Coast. 9:40. Yeah, they're playing San Diego. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, buddy. The dads. Yeah. And San Diego's a fun city, by the way, for anybody that is wondering. That's an awesome city. That's one place I wouldn't mind living if I ever decided to move to California, which it's not going to happen. But San Diego's a beautiful city. I love that city a lot. It's a cool place. But anyway, let's get into Blue Jays Dodgers. Ooh, that's going to be a good series. We'll keep an eye out for that game too, along with the Red Sox Padres. Let's get into these score predictions, people. What is the score going to be in today's game? Is it going to be a high-scoring game, low-scoring game? How are we all feeling? California sucks. Like I said, I wouldn't move there, Gigi. I wouldn't. But if there was one city, it would be San Diego. Other than that, yeah, I'm good. You know, the weather's nice. You know, the climate's nice. Again, it's a nice city. It really is, man. But I wouldn't move to California though. So, especially with all that traffic, high cost of living, a lot of stress. It's kind of like New York in that sense. But score prediction 6-3, 3-2. Yeah, if, anybody who's is based out of San Diego in the military, yeah, they love it. They love it. 6-2, 3-2. Yeah, I'm too old to join the Navy. 3-2, 5-4. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. That's right, Matthew. 5-4. My score prediction. Never been to San Fran there, Susan. I've been to LA. I'm not really that big into LA. 1-0 extra innings for the Astros. Are the Red Sox going to get swept in San Diego there, Jesse? Is that a possibility? They got a killer bullpen, San Diego, especially training for Mason Miller. My score prediction, I'm going to go 6-4. Yankees keep winning on there tonight, 8-3, 5-3 for Matthew. I'm going to go 6-4. Oh, Bueller's pitching? Yeah, you're definitely screwed. San Diego's definitely familiar with him. Yeah, 6-4 is going to be my prediction for tonight's game. That is my prediction. All right. If anybody else wants to drop any other score predictions or pitching predictions, double plays, go for it. We'll talk food now. So what's everybody snacking on? What's everybody eating tonight? What are you all in the mood for? It's Friday night. Are you ordering out? Are you barbecuing? Are you all cooking up something special? What do we got for food? You're from the hippie generation? I understand. I understand. With Pavetta? Yeah, true, with Pavetta. Uh-huh. 4 stolen bases tonight? All right. In and out? Okay. Nice. In and out. What state you live in, dude? Beagle's going. He already ate. He had some hamburgers. Nice. Hamburger and rice. I figured you're going to do pizza tonight. And, yo, my boy Jesse's telling you all 51 people in here and there are only 35 likes. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, yeah, they'll be booing. And there's going to be a lot of cursing when it comes to Altuve. You'll probably be hearing that on the TV. Let me see how many likes. I know Jesse said 35, but I know sometimes might be something different. Had great lunch at L&B Pizza with Spumoni ice cream. L&B, a Brooklyn staple. Can't go wrong with L&B. Yeah, I'm at 36 likes right now. 37 now. If we get 13 more likes, I'll gift a membership. If we get to 50 likes while I'm live, I'll gift a membership. Yo, Max, what up, man? I know my man Max is back from vacation. Hopefully you had a good vacation. I know he's going to be doing the play-by-play tonight. What up, dude? I don't know. I'm thinking about keeping the long hair and the beard. I don't know that I need a haircut. I think I'm going to keep it. No, I'll get a haircut at some point. I'm going to shoot for next week, but I've just been letting it go. I'm glad you had a good time, dude. I'm glad you had a good time. It was much needed for you, right? Hey, trash cans will be banging tonight. Did you hear that? Just playing. What do we got? Food. What do we got for food? I saw somebody say something. Brandon Marsh it up? Nah, I can't go that far, Max. Nah. I can't Brandon Marsh it up. No way, bro. On chomps with sea salt, chomps with jalapeno, feta cheese. Ooh, okay. All right. Oh wow, they put up an L&B and dump. No way. Yeah, but fighters with long hair, they'll usually braid their hair for fights. Chomps are grass-fed, beef sticks all organic. Interesting. Okay. Man, everything's being all grass-fed these days. Nuts. Jack Mao, Staten Island. What's Jack Mao? I don't know what Jack Mao is. Yeah, I mean, I don't want there to be a brawl. Fake meat is a no. Cow meat, yeah. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you on that, Jesse. That lab grown meat. Would you be very surprised if the Yankees win a game this series? Just got to hope for a miracle. They could win a game. It's just a matter of they got to go out there and make it happen. This team is capable. They have the ability to win games. They're able to win games. They have the squad to do it. They just got to go out there and make it happen. That's all. Eating venison burgers with pepper jack cheese when I get home from work. Nice. What time do you work till, Jesse? It's almost, I know it's 6:30, almost 6:30 by where you live. What time do you work till usually? Staten Island, most of your life born in Brooklyn. Okay. Yeah, we're at 39 likes, so 11 more likes to 50. So if there's anybody that's watching this, you haven't hit the like button. Let's try to get to 50 likes while I'm live. Ken thinks the Yankees will win the AL East division. Do you agree with him? They can. It's still, it's still possible. But are they going to be able to do it? They got to start winning some games. They got to start putting together some winning streaks before they can, before we can say, yeah, they'll win the AL East. They're going to have to. They're 6.5 games out right now, so they're not. It's not impossible. Okay, 8:30. Leaving at 7:30 tonight. All right, so you leaving in about an hour. Yeah, you work pretty late, man. Yeah, I mean, again, you look at the wild card. You look at the wild card standings right now. The Yankees they're holding the third spot in the wild card. The Guardians right now are ahead of the Rangers. So the Guardians are both the Guardians and the Rangers are both a game and a half out. The Guardians are ahead of the Rangers because they have one less loss, even though the Rangers have one more win. But the Guardians are right there too. You know what I mean? So there's a few teams that could come out of nowhere and make something happen and surprise all of us. The month of August and September is going to be really interesting. Oh, Midwest winners, yeah, I'm good. I've never experienced it, but I've heard all the stories. I'm good. I mean, I live in a winter state too, but can't really say I'm a fan of the winters. I hate winters now. All right, 8 more likes to 50, people. 8 more likes to 50, because I am going to go live in about 20 minutes for the play-by-play. So, just to get things started a little bit early for the play-by-play. So hopefully I get to see you all there. So if we don't get 50 likes on this stream, maybe we'll get 50 likes on the play-by-play. Sorry. But yeah, this is a must-win for the Yankees. I mean, every game is going to be a must-win. So, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But anyway, folks, yeah, I am going to shut it down here. All right. That way I could get ready for the play-by-play here soon. The AL West is a very intense division. Yeah, it is, man. They're all going to be. They're competing. It's definitely competitive. But the Astros, yeah, they're only leading by a game and a half. Seattle's right there. Rangers are 4.5 games out. So anything is possible. Anything is possible with that division. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Astros win first place. Boom, and Desiree put in the link there for the play-by-play. So, thank you. Over under of Volpe errors? Over under what? What's the number? I was checking to see if there's like any news on X or anything like that, but doesn't seem to be. I'm not seeing anything. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. That way I can get ready for the play-by-play. But I do appreciate you guys and gals tuning into the pregame. As always, your support is greatly appreciated. Make sure you all hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet. Let's get the likes up. It does really help with the channel. And if you're new and you're watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button. We're only a couple of subs away from 1,900, so love to break 1,900 tonight. That would be amazing, and then hopefully we can get to the 2,000 mark. The 2,000 is the big goal now. So hopefully we can hopefully the channel can get to 2,000. That would be an big accomplishment. And of course, without all of you, it wouldn't happen. So hopefully we can make that happen. But we got to get to 1,900 first. We're only a couple of subs away. But folks in the chat, thank you all very much for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning into the pregame. So make sure you all hit the like button on the way out. If you haven't yet, if you're watching this on the rerun, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll see you all for the play-by-play. And as always, let's go Yankees.